I'm gonna cut it off. Hey folks, you're live with Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast hip hop, and we are back in the studio where it all started one more time. We call it Zotown now, what's called Lonzo Land. But right now, I'm sitting with a double, triple OG. The only brother I can think of that probably got a stripe or two more than me. The only brother I can think that got a stripe or two more than me, okay? And we got him about a week. He might have got his about a month before mine. But anyway, he is one of the two brothers out of Compton that set it off for all of us. Yeah, I got credit for a lot of stuff, folks. But when Straight Outta Compton, they was talking about reality raps. They was talking about this man right here and his former partner, Mixmaster Spade. Rest in peace. My guest today. That's right. My guest today is Mr. Batter Ram himself, Mr. Toddy T. What's up, Toddy T?
Man, what up, Lonzo?
Hanging out, man. Hanging out.
I'm just looking around here. I'm like, man, this brings back so many memories, man.
You told me a story about one time. I didn't remember. I said, nigga, you was at my house. When you get in my house? You got a key?
I was at your house. In your house. This actually is where we did Just Say No at.
What?
Yeah, we did Just Say No here. Came, Dre was here.
Okay.
Eazy was here.
Okay.
Because when I saw Eazy, I was like, man, what the fuck you doing here? He was like, man, they got me rapping. And I was like, nigga, you can't rap.
People think he was trying to be a rapper.
Yeah.
You don't believe that? That's a true story. He was not trying to be a rapper.
Yeah. I was like, nigga, what you gonna do? He said, I'm just gonna do like you do. I said, what you mean? He said, I'm just gonna cuss on every motherfucking song, and I was like, man, they told me I couldn't do that. So they cut me down, made me a radio dude, and telling me it wasn't gonna sell. And he was like, I don't give a fuck. They got me doing it, I'm doing it.
See, people don't understand. You're hearing it from, right now, you might as well be talking to George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. You talking about the real historians of West Coast hip hop. You don't go no deeper. Me and Toddy T. And once again, Unknown DJ and Mixmaster Spade we was at the ground level, ground zero, day one. This is a day one right here, Doc. Mm-hmm. Day one, before hip hop was really, it wasn't even accepted yet. You just, like you said, that you had to become a radio cat to get Batter Man played, right?
Yeah. I tried to go in because it all started with the Underground Street tape.
Okay.
And it was funny how I made that tape too, because Spade was always making raps and going to New York. Right. Because his grandmama stayed in New York, and he would come back with albums and all kind of Treacherous 3, Crash Crew, and he would just sing all day raps.
Ah, okay.
He would say they raps, but like they his.
Okay.
Just own them, and just say the same rap on every tape. And I was like, this dude making a little money slinging these tapes. Right. So then I remember one time he kind of clowned me. That's how I wound up making an OG Batter Ram tape. Oh. I was at his house, Mixmaster Ken, who was another one. Okay. They kind of always made their own thing. That was when Genius of Love came.
Okay, right. That was Spade's record right there.
Yeah, that was his record right there. And I think he was like, yeah, you can't get none of this, brother. You can't do none of this. And I was like, man, you know what? I'm finna go home and make me a tape. And I'm coming back and I'm fucking your shit up. Right. So I called DJ Star, which was Lee. He was part of our crew. Him, Dance a Lot, all them called him. Went home, and while I'm at home, I'm looking at the news. I see the Batter Ram.
Okay.
Right.
That's
bam, tearing somebody shit up. Tearing shit up. So then I had to rap and Duke. And I said, okay, I'm finna write a rap to this. And that's when I came up with the whole tape. So when I did the Batter Ram tape, I wind up, the Batter Ram OG one off the Rapping Duke, I wind up saying, fuck it, let's just find some instrumentals. So we wind up getting Freaks Come Out at Night, Clucks Come Out at Night. I just made a whole drug.
Okay.
Clucks Come Out at Night, Roxanne, Rockman. Okay. The jazz, what was that, Jazz Sensation, the Cluckhead Got You Busted. Okay. I Need a Beat, I Need a Bitch. All that type of stuff. The Moments of Love, some slow stuff. I mean, it was fun. When I think about it, I was only like 17, just turned 17.
You were still going to high school, right?
I had just graduated.
Okay.
Just graduated. But it wound up being a one, and it was crazy.
How'd you get up with Leon there, man? Leon Haywood, your producer.
This story is gonna trip you out.
Okay.
When the tape got out, it got so large. Everybody, Rhodium, everybody just started bootlegging that motherfucker all over the place. I'm talking about from here to Oakland.
Okay.
So people started looking for me.
Okay.
So they coming to the neighborhood. Like, where's Toddy T? Who's Toddy T? So Keith Buckholter.
Okay, I remember.
That's who found me. Yeah, rest in peace. Keith found me. Okay. Keith went through the neighborhood asking people who Toddy. They nigga, who is you?
The
then finally came some type of way. He ended up on my block.
Okay.
And we just happened to be outside. He say, man, you know, Todd, and my homeboy just looked. And then they wouldn't say nothing. And he was like, who is you? He said, man, I'm trying to make a record. You know, try to get him to make a record off his tape. Okay. So I was like, yeah, that's me. And we started talking. He took me to Haywood. So we had a talk. We started, you know, talking about the song. We originally did the OG one. Okay. But then Haywood was like, man, let's just speed it up. Let's just something they can dance to. Okay. Can you do that? And I was good at writing. I said, yeah, just let's start coming with a beat. So we got Hammy Wave. Okay. Hammy. What happened to Hammy, man? Hammy is in. I talk to him all the time. He came out here to see me.
I want his number when you
okay. Okay. You know, because Hammy was behind.
Come on, man.
Shit. You thought Stan the Man. It was Hammy. Come on, man. Stan the Man. All the N.W.A. shit.
Come on, dude.
You know, and I liked Hammy because it amazed me because when he walked in, he looked like one of these Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam, like the time with the earring and the big pants and all that. And then dude sit down and he go from the keyboard to the guitar. I'm like, this dude here can play everything. Right. Everything. So we wound up doing Bad Around. I mean, and it took off and did. But before that, this gonna trip you out. Okay. While I was recording Bad Around, Rudy Party and Snake came looking for me. Okay. They found me at Mixmaster Ken out. They found at the time my girlfriend's house. Okay. And then they told them I was over here with Mixmaster Ken. Okay. And they came over there and they had a dude named Casanova with him, a tall dude. That's the dude that's rapping with me on Battle Ram that's coming in and out. Okay. And so I wasn't yet done with the song, but when he started talking, I can hear his voice. And I had told Rudy and somebody already signed with somebody. Okay. And that was,
what year is this?
This was like 84.
84.
Like 84. Okay. 84.
Okay. Wow. Now, when you dropped this song, man, when you saw the response to it, you know, how did you feel about that, man?
It felt good when you first hear your song on the radio. It felt good. It felt good because my friends didn't really believe me. Okay. You know, my first concert, they didn't even believe me. Okay.
Where'd your first show at?
LA Sports Arena.
With Roger knew?
It was somebody else gave it. Okay. It was UTFO.
Oh, it was a real rap concert.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was a big show. Okay. You know, the dudes who sung Request Line, Rockmaster Scott, it was them. It was a lot of people on it. Okay. And that's when I first met Ice-T. Okay. Because when I walked in, I looked to the left and it's this dude in a silk shirt, light-skinned dude, silk shirt hair, pretty little Mexican girl with him, right. Which was Darlene. Right. And the first thing he said was, "What's up, man? I like your music. I like what you do." And when he going off the street tape, he said, "Man, you're one of the reasons I got it cracking."
Look at you, see?
Yeah. And he wrote me in the book and said that I was one of the reasons. Wow. He turned me and a guy out of New York turned him into the gangster rap.
Okay.
You know.
That's deep, man. Now, you know what? Most people don't know much about Spade, man. I knew about Spade. We kicked it back in the day, but I wasn't from his neighborhood, so we didn't really hang out a lot. Tell people a little bit more about Spade, man.
Man, Spade was like the greatest friend you can probably. One thing about Spade, you with Spade, you gon' damn sure eat good. Okay. You know, and we all met DJing. I actually met Spade when I was in junior high school. Okay. I was pop locking and I was good. Okay. So people would, you know, come see me, and Spade saw me pop locking one day, so Spade would come get me to go pop lock against high school kids. Okay. You know, and that's how we hooked up. And then I got into the DJing. We started DJing. We was DJs first.
Okay. Everybody was.
Yeah. So we was DJing off the Mama's component sets.
Right.
Mix pause tapes, shake your pants.
Come on, man. Come on.
All that. And this guy named R.A. the DJ used to take me around with him. So I'm a kid in junior high school carrying his records and equipment and setting up. And then finally he started messing with girls. I got a chance to He left me there on the turntable. Yeah, I need you to do something right quick, and I knew what to play.
Right.
So it was cool. That's when they had the realistic mixers back then.
I had one. She was a little knob on top. It wasn't no fader. It was a knob.
Yes. The realistic mixers.
$129.
And then Spade he got into DJing, and like I said, Spade would go to New York damn near every summer, with his grandmama, and he would come back and say, man, they doing some, nigga, do you know they do block parties? Like, what the hell is that? Well, they block off streets and blocks and park, and everybody out there partying.
Wow.
So that was like 79.
Okay.
Because that's when Compton High won CIF in basketball. So we decided to have a block party. The first block party at Compton.
Okay.
And everybody from Compton High, everybody was there. It was cracking on the Prilla block. But so Spade started doing, the mixtapes, because he was doing them first, just like I said, slanging the tapes. I was just making regular tapes. I wasn't rapping at all, mixing. And he would just get the raps from out there, because you walking down the street with your box in your hand, singing all the crash stuff, but people think they're his raps. Right. Because he didn't write it all. Right. So
but he had like a singing rap style that was really funky before
Nate Dogg,
before Bone Thugs and Harmony. He was doing that, that singing rap thing and doing it good. Doing it good. Back in the 80s. Doing it good. And I thought, I truly believe if he was still living, he would be on somebody's radio station right now. I do. They have to. They would have had to come get him, know. But he was always still into his hustle game. Right. So Spade was about that money. Yeah, them streets was a motherfucker, boy. He was into that. So I think he had just had a car accident. What happened was we came here when I saw Eazy. Okay. We came here because I was like, damn, I would go to Dre house on, was it Van Ness somewhere off of Van Ness? Over there. Van Ness and Q's mama house.
Over there. Because I remember when I first met Dre, it was at Eve After Dark. Okay. I walked in and he was mixing Jam On It. And that motherfucker was making that record go. And he rocked his butt with a 12-inch cut, with a 12-inch cut, with a cut. And I was like, what the fuck? This dude hot. And man, ever since then, I was in love with that dude. I was like, man, this dude the hardest DJ I saw, right? So, and he kept spinning it back. I was going on trying to practice that shit. I couldn't get that shit for shit. Biting like a motherfucker. Okay. So then we was talking, and then y'all had the Wrecking Crew. Right. And then he was like, I called him. I said, man, can you do this beat for us? And, pay Lonzo and pay me. And we'll come over because you had the studio here. And we came here, and that's what I said when I saw Eazy, because we laid Just Say No. And Spade just got into a car accident. A real bad one. He couldn't even walk. So all the time we making it in my head, I'm going, okay, Spade, my homeboy wrote You Got to Have Cash, Baby Charles for him. Okay. So I was like, okay, I hear Spade on this, so we gonna come in, I'm gonna do Spade, but I'm gonna surprise him and say, come on, it's your turn, let's go. Okay. So we laid that, then we went back to Haywood's and laid it, me, Eazy, Dre, I called Spade. So somebody went and got him, brought him to the studio in the wheelchair.
No shit.
Yeah, went in the booth in the wheelchair.
Wow. Yeah. See, I didn't know this myself.
Yeah. I'm telling you, we did that here. LA is a Jungle we did here. We did them two here, and then I don't know what happened after that. They was at Audio Achievements after that. Okay. After that.
Now, you were on a major for a while, weren't you? On a major label?
Nah, I just like
Haywood.
No, when we had probably sold the shit out of Batarang. Right. So then how you sell it to the to the major label, which was Epic. So I did the Epic deal like that. I was always like an independent rapper, because right after that I kind of left Haywood. I gave him like 30 G's to get on. Well, actually, Alvin gave him 30 G's. Buck Holton. Okay. With VIP. Right. He was handling. I was working with him.
What VIP did you work with?
He was on Vermont, the one on Vermont.
Oh, right.
Yeah, one of the OGs. Shout
I used to sell records to him.
Young dude, clean, balling, out of control.
Yeah. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Man, he passed last year?
Nah. Alvin's still living.
Keith passed.
Okay. Keith passed.
Okay. Wow, man. So y'all getting some first-hand history from the men who made it, from the man who made it. Okay, he telling me stuff I don't even know. Mm-hmm. And now, when you was around here with, how well did you know Eazy, man?
I knew Eazy real good. We actually was damn near like best buddies after that.
Oh shit!
You know, everybody knew if it was something going on. Toddy T and Eric. You know, when we go to the studio, Eric would call me like, "What you doing tonight?" I'd be like, "Shit, I'm finna go to I see got a club called Water the Bush."
Okay.
And he'd be like, "Fuck it." And I stayed with Keith Buckholz at the time on 91st.
Okay.
And he was like, "Fuck it, we gonna come." Next thing you know, him, Dre, everybody pulling up.
Okay.
And we all mashed to the clubs, and me and him hung out all the time.
You got any crazy Eazy stories?
I ain't telling them.
Go on. I'm gonna say them for the book. Tell your boy, man. I tried to get him. I tried to get his ass.
I got some funny shit. Y'all gonna be like, these motherfuckers was crazy. You know. So it was I miss all them dudes, man. They was some genuine dudes, you know.
Right on. Did you? I mean, you still talk to Dre at all? Nobody do.
I never talked to Dre. I haven't talked to Dre since the last time I talked to Dre was when the Chronic came out. They did my friend had a little record shop in Compton before it blew up.
Okay.
They came and performed all the songs. Okay. Did all that for us.
Who Big A?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so then we they called me to the studio. They was like, Drake's finna do it. They gonna go on a show tape. He needs you to come here and bring some records and stuff so they can make a show tape. And I went and I took the records and walked in, Daz, all of them missing. Toddy T, Snoop, everybody. Toddy T, because they always do that to me when they see me. Man, they always thank you. You know, they give me my props.
Right.
And then I remember leaving, and I told Dre that's when they had beepers.
Okay.
I said, man, he said, why you don't hit me up? I said, shit, I do. You keep changing your numbers. But then he gave me a new number, but he told me only call him if I have to call him. So I just never called. I didn't know how to take that. I didn't know what what he meant by that. And then it was almost a classic. Then I realized it was the classic case of him and Eric is not together. Like when Cube left.
Right.
Now everybody's on different sides.
Right.
And I'm just a happy motherfucker in the middle. You know, but I think us being young, that's how it was.
If you his friend, you're my enemy type thing.
Yeah. And I just never was
that.
in that. Yeah, you know, I was just a nice guy. Hey man, I like y'all. We do pool parties and we go to do all this stuff together. Let's go have some fun. You know.
I can't. I've been in Compton all my life. I can't remember nobody ever say anything bad about you, man. I can't recall you being in no bullshit. You know. I can't ever. I mean, here you are, 2020. 30 years later, I can call you and come by the house. All right, I got the flu today, but I'll be by the next Saturday, okay? Yeah. And show up on time.
Yeah. And they still, you know, Snoop heavy with me. I mean, Snoop took Eazy spot for me. Eazy always looked out for me.
Okay.
You know, if he felt like, dang, maybe this dude needs some money or something, or whatever, Eric would send me some money. Snoop the same way. Snoop just got some special kind of powers or something, because sometimes my money can be funny and
he just to tune in.
Todd, I need you to send me this DVD. One of my kids' games, because I always tape this kid's football game.
Oh, okay.
So I was a part of the league with him, so I helped him with that.
Oh, okay.
And so Snoop, okay, I'll send him DVD. I'm sending you some money. This nigga just send me like $600-700 just for a fucking DVD, and I'm like, okay. But then I said, okay, he just, you know. Okay. He's looking out.
You know what, man? That's a true homie. I mean, me and Eazy was cool. We wasn't running buddies, but we was cool. And even when he blew up, he would still come by the pad and hang out. You know, and when he needed something out of Ruthless, you know, when they was having problems with Compton, hey man, go down there and talk to Omar for me right quick. You know what I'm saying? And I got it worked out for him. So, you know, just some people to stay genuine all the time, man. Yeah. And I ain't saying everybody ain't genuine. Some cats just get too big to come back. They can't come back.
A lot of them don't come back. You know, but now us being older, you can come back and whatever. But now it's like the youngsters dealing with the young bullshit. You come back, it's always somebody just mad at you. Right. I've had motherfuckers mad at me.
What?
Homeboys, and I don't know. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, what I do? I had to do one time. I didn't even know this dude. I was at a park picnic, and the dude was high or drunk or something, and he just decided to just go left, and then nigga was like, "Nigga, you didn't help us." I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know you. And his girlfriend was like, "Who he talking to?" I said, "He talking to me," and she just fired on him.
His girlfriend.
Fired
fired on him.
Fired on him
for being stupid.
For being stupid, and a couple of more dudes jumped in after that, and I was like, "What the fuck?" You know, but.
You know, every once in a while, man, somebody on my YouTube channel will try and clown me. You know, man, you didn't do all that right there.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised how many cats attack that. Nigga, not him, not
him.
Yeah. You know, because you don't know. You running riding Dre's nuts. You don't really know the cats that put it down before them guys got there.
Yeah, and you know, it's always gonna be somebody to try to contradict it, but it's always a young motherfucker.
Yeah, who don't know.
It's not a nigga that's all of our ages. Dre age, my age, your age. It's always a nigga that's go by hearsay,
right,
and don't know. You know.
If you try, I gotta tell them, if you use a Straight Outta Compton as a reference point about Lonzo, kiss my ass. You don't know nothing. You cannot use Straight Outta Compton as a reference point about Lonzo because there was so much done years before that part of my life was even around, was even thought about. That's why I do this podcast. That's why I do these videos. Because people don't realize, man, that it was a whole nother Compton before N.W.A. got their spotlight.
Yeah. But they don't have no problem saying who did what. I mean, when I was with Snoop he was doing a fundraiser for the league, and Cube was there. But this was like 2005. Cube was thanking me. Thank you, Todd. And it was you. I said, no, it was you. He was like, no, it was you. You know, and we had a good talk.
Right,
you know,
right.
You know. And got his number card, you know, didn't call, but got it, you know.
Cube will call you back. He hits you back.
Yeah.
You know, I got his number from.
That's my favorite. Snoop. Cube is my favorite rapper of all time. There's nobody, you can knock nobody. It's always Cube.
Okay.
You know, always Cube. Then I still would say Snoop because I always look at the impact that they had.
Okay.
You know, these dudes had the voice. The style, Snoop style was ridiculous. That voice was ridiculous when it came out.
Nobody but Snoop do that.
You know, but they was always real. It was always, you know, their voice was genuine. They you could tell they worked hard in the studio.
Right.
You know, it wasn't no bullshit coming out their mouth or they barely rapping. Them niggas was, you know, giving it they all.
I was looking at my Facebook page today. Today was like 4 years ago. I met Snoop for the first time.
For real?
I didn't meet Snoop. I didn't hang with y'all.
Ran around.
I ran around y'all. I didn't run into y'all. Okay. And I was at YouTube. I was at YouTube at the YouTube station out in headquarters. He was doing the thing with I forgot his white boy name, Michael somebody. And I met him for the first time. I went to shake his hand, introduce myself. Homeboy, I know exactly you the GodFather.
Oh yeah,
you know he know
that boy got a memory like an elephant.
Yeah, we wouldn't be standing here, nigga. You know that kind of shit.
He be saying shit, and I just be like, damn, how you remember? He remember people. I don't remember people that good. My memory is kind of like, but he remembers. Between him and Mixmaster Ken, I be like, these dudes, how you remember this shit? Right. You know, y'all going all the way back, and Snoop is like, he's the hardest working dude, but he has the nicest jobs. I mean,
yeah, he gonna get no better.
He can get up every day and just
go cook with Martha Stewart.
Go do anything. Got a job every day, but he's genuinely for kids. You know, and I always tell people he probably did more for kids in Compton than anybody, as far as just with the football stuff, you know, not with the. You still got other people that like got stuff that helps keep kids from gangs. But that's kind of like now. It's been the last 5 years with them, but he's always been there. He's always been, you know, giving kids something to do, keeping kids out of trouble. And I always tell people that I say, man, he's a genuine good dude.
That's why good things happen to him all the time.
Yeah.
That's why good things happen to him. What you doing these days, man?
Man, You know, I teach. I work at a high school, CBA in Compton.
Okay.
I got a DJ class.
DJ class.
They gave it to me through Shields for Families.
Okay.
Because that's the main company I work for. Huh?
I'm finna start with it.
DJ class.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you some incredible shit. It's some young guys. Dang, I don't know their name. I forgot their name.
Local?
But they got a thing called 1500. It's a band.
Oh, I heard about that.
Oh, God. These dudes is doing incredible things.
Over for somewhere else, Florence? Like
no, off for aviation.
Aviation, okay, yeah.
They took a factory. It's like Snoop.
Okay.
It's just like if Snoop got the compound. There's some shit down there brought water to my Snoop shit. I've never saw no shit like that.
I wouldn't see it. I heard about it.
That motherfucker looked like a little red brick building. Mm-hmm. But when you go in that motherfucker, oh God, he done made it everything you can make it. Everything a man, if you just sitting here and you dreaming of how you want your house, what you want in it, they take these factories and they do everything with these factories. Mm-hmm. So the 1500 dudes did the same thing. And these are Grammy Award winning production team. These dudes started from church when they was little and they young. But they got Grammys, everything. And now they teaching classes on how to engineer, music classes, rapping, engineering, all that. So they are really doing great things. You know, so I took students up there yesterday, and they loved it. They loved the information. These dudes do Jay-Z.
I want to meet them.
Jay-Z, they do all the Jay-Z stuff. Okay. They did all Nipsey's albums.
Okay.
So, I mean, shout out to 1500. Their production team is bad.
I've been hearing about these guys for a minute, man.
Live, when they go live, they do the live band stuff for Jay-Z on tour.
Okay.
So, yeah, but I saw what they was doing yesterday, and that's the second time in my life when I saw something and was like, damn, these dudes is the shit. You know, they really doing it. Get the kids grants, do all that, and they got the way the building is just studios everywhere, and they still building it, but they taking factories, and they minds just making it every type of thing that you can make it. Okay. You know, so it's nice. So yeah, it's fun, man. I
still
love
coaching football.
With kids.
What happened, man?
I got burnt out.
Okay.
I never lost.
Never lost.
6.5 years.
You must have played my grandson then, man.
Which one?
My grandson's out of Reno Valley. He played for the Falcons.
Yeah, I fucked them up too. they came out here talking shit. Rock, I'll never forget that. Rock was talking shit. That was like 2009 or something like that. Rock was talking major shit. Came out here seeing my team because they was like, Toddy T teams be off the chain. And so he would come in the stands just heckle us all the way from Reno Valley just to fuck with us.
Wow.
So finally, we set it up like a bowl game. Okay. And embarrassed them.
What?
Embarrassed them. It was bad.
Okay.
Everybody was like, I told them not to do it.
Wow. Okay. See, you heard it for the.
But I got a lot of kids in colleges.
Okay.
Right now.
That's what I'm talking about, Doc.
They doing their thing.
That's what I'm talking about.
And they balling in college, you know. So
you still in contact with them?
Yeah, some of them.
Okay.
Some of them.
Okay.
You know, but it's crazy because a lot of kids see me. They Coach Todd.
Okay.
They be like, "What's up, Coach Todd?" They grown now.
Make you feel old.
Yeah, man. Coach Todd. No, now I feel old when they be like Mister.
Yeah.
But my students at school, at the high school, it's Toddy T.
Okay.
What's up, Toddy T? And everybody be laughing like they call you Toddy T. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I mean, that's cool.
You know, it's cool to be respected. You know, everywhere you go, man. Mm-hmm. You know, especially now. I very seldom have any conflict with anybody. I've never been one for that bullshit. Yeah, I have more conflict with my own guys. I have anybody else on the goddamn street. And and here as we are older, and we get to respect and you know get the respect that we've earned over the years. And again, like you said, you got a couple of knuckleheads that's gonna try to think they gonna rewrite your history because they
all the
saw
time.
a movie. But you know, you better read the credits too, fool. Don't just read the damn cover.
Yeah, you know, and that's another one of my pet peeves because it's always somebody want to do a documentary about something. It's always somebody want to do that. I had people from Showtime. I mean, when they did Games documentary, they called me but they not cutting no check.
They ain't cutting no checks. I'm doing my own documentary.
You don't cut no check. I don't be fucking with you. I'm just
everybody behind. Let me tell you something about this, right? Everybody behind the camera getting paid,
getting a check.
But the man in front of the camera that's providing the content, they don't give him a goddamn thing.
Ain't getting paid.
Okay,
ain't getting paid.
That's why I don't do as many documentaries as I used to. I've done them, and I found a way to get paid from them.
Yeah,
I make a nice as a picture, some music or something.
Yeah,
something to get me some money. I'm not sitting in front of this camera for free, giving you my story.
I'm not.
That don't make no sense.
I'm not. It's like, and then I hate it because a big time dude called me because some dude's out in New York. Big time dude's a white guy, but I don't want to say the name, but he's a big one. And he was like, man, they got a documentary. I want to see if you want to be in this documentary. And I said, are they? It's some guys out of New York, okay. So I'm already on that.
That's where the money is.
Yeah, so I'm already like, okay, but then I say, are they paying? And he was like, nah. But I just thought it's almost like they say you want to stay relevant, right. Which I don't give a fuck about none of that.
You know what? I bought that shit for a while.
Yeah, not me.
I bought that for a while. It worked for me. I made it work for me. Mm-hmm. Okay, I bought the relevance. I did Welcome to Death Row. Uh-huh. I got tricked into that motherfucker. I was doing a West Coast hip hop documentary. Next thing I know, it's Welcome to Death Row.
Death Row. Yeah.
This shit anyway. But I did about 4 or 5 videos on the strength, and then I started talking to people who turned me on how to get money out of their ass because they don't want to pay the talent because you got too many people to interview.
Yeah,
and they might end up on the cutting room floor.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But they always got a music budget or video budget or something like that. So that's where you get your money from. So I always leverage. Hey man, I give you an hour.
Yeah, the licenses is the shit.
Yeah,
you got the right
leverage that shit.
The licenses is the shit.
That's where you get your money from. You don't sit your ass down for free and start talking.
Yeah,
unless you're just desperate to be seen. And
it's a lot of motherfuckers like that.
Oh, that's the problem. You got too many cats like that don't have no they can't get a real player, they get the B players.
They get the B players.
Right.
And it's like
second string cats.
It's like, and then they stories don't be right. So
they just be lying. They be making up shit. Like, nigga, where the fuck was you at?
Yeah.
I remember, yo.
And then sometimes they try to convince you that they was there.
Yo. Nigga,
nigga, I don't remember none of that. No.
A dude made up a story on me one time and put himself in the story. I'm like, nigga, I ain't even done that before. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, yeah, man, we did this. No, we didn't. I ain't never did that before. I got a pretty good memory when it comes to situations from back in the day.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
And you just gonna make up a story, put me in it, and then put yourself in it, and made you the hero.
Yeah.
Oh hell no!
Man, I look at a lot of stuff and a lot of times people ask you to do documentaries. They never really tell you what it's about. You know, they just throw a big name out like, okay, well, Game got it, which Game is one of my favorite rappers too. You know, got a documentary, which I've learned that technically they don't really be hands-on in documentary stuff like that. Somebody just does it and put them in it for the last minute.
They'll give Game a check, or somebody like him a check, to use his name as affiliation as the executive producer, associate producer, to get everybody else to sign in on it. Yeah, but he's a great talent. He was, like I said, Snoop's album Doggy Style, when it came out, I was crazy about it. When Game's album came out, I was like, this dude here. And then it could be a Compton thing too, because I just like all the Compton motherfucking rappers. Man, my favorite guy is Quik.
It's Quik? Hell yeah. When Quik first album came out,
I had a compilation album called Compton Compilation. I had a guy on my compilation album called Quik Sand. Mm-hmm. And my boy Steve Yano from the Rodeo Swap Meet was trying to catch up with DJ Quik. Mm-hmm. And he kept on trying to call me, man, you got Quik? I said, I got Quik Sand, I ain't got Quik. And I didn't know, I hadn't heard Quik's mixtape yet.
Quik had a mixtape.
Quik had a mixtape. He was trying to find a guy who made the mixtape. And I'm like, my guy ain't make no. Then we went around like about a month trying to figure out Quik. I played him, no, they ain't the same dude. Then I heard Quik, and I said, oh, I missed that one. God.
Yeah, he was, I run into Quik every now and then, you know, and he, once again, is, you know, Toddy T, what up? Quik is the nicest guy around, man. He's a nice guy.
His birthday was last week, man. I honored him at my award show. Now last week I did the hip hop awards. The Unsung Heroes of West Coast Hip Hop Awards show was a straight up success. I honored about 10 people. Next year, I'm coming to get you.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm coming to get you because you one of them cats, man, that people know about, but they don't really know about. Mm-hmm. You know, they know of your name. They don't, they know your record. They don't really know how deep you go back into this game.
Yeah.
You're real. And that's the part that's why I do this podcast, man. I know who to talk to.
Yeah.
The average cat don't know who to talk to.
Yeah.
Okay. I know the players who got the shovels, got their dirty fingernails that was there in the very beginning of this Compton movement. When Dre was talking about reality raps in Straight Outta Compton, he was talking about what this guy did, what Mismatch the Spade did. They were talking about reality raps in Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah. And I got that. I really got it. My end was like Michel'le was probably like one of my inspirations. The Message. I used to sit in high school and just listen to them, man, and just sit in cooking class, right? And that's what a lot of people that was in my class would be like, this dude was writing raps in 81, like 10th grade and stuff like that. And they was like, man, this dude, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Now we kind of Wrecking Crew kind of patted themselves after the Furious 5. But we weren't wearing no feathers and shit. Yeah. Okay? I'm not fucking with no feathers, man. Niggas had no hairdressers and I'll do some glitter. I may do a little eyeliner.
Dressed like Indians.
I ain't doing no feathers, man. I ain't doing no feathers. Okay.
They was the man. We was always the city. Us in Compton, cause of Spade, we was always more up on the New York shit than anybody because he would bring it all back. Count Cool Out, Super Rhymes, all that shit. He was bringing all that. The first motherfucker I ever heard cause on the record was Blowfly.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Eazy was the second one to come just
right.
Like how he do. Blowfly was making motherfucking woo and rap dirty. I was in junior high school when all that shit came out. I was like, Blowfly hard. This motherfucker hard. It's funny, but it's hard.
Hey man, you got one of the the triple OGs of Compton and West Coast hip hop sitting with me today. My man Toddy T. I ain't gonna keep him all day. He got things to do, but I'm glad he showed up for me, man. Much love to you, Toddy T.
Let me ask you this though. What was your first big concert?
My first big concert. My first big concert was in my first show ever was in Sacramento.
It's called the Vortex. Yeah, I've been out there before.
Called the Vortex. Okay, it was called the Vortex. That was the first show we did. We opened up for New Edition though here in LA. That was one of our first shows as World Class Wrecking Crew. Okay, they had a big contest, and whoever won the contest got a concert with New Edition. And they didn't have no sound system or nothing, so I hooked up my speakers, my mixer, everything, did the sound, and then performed, and then had the after party at Dudo's. So yeah, we was throwing down. So,
I remember that. I remember y'all had a concert. I went to one. Y'all did a concert at Southwest before.
Did a concert at Southwest?
I remember being there. When I did my first concert, the big one at the sports ring, it was funny because my friends ain't shit.
What happened?
Mike Nim, that's you, Mike Nim. I was telling them, I was like, man, I got a concert. They were like, nigga, shut your ass up. Ain't nobody coming to see you. I said, man, I'm telling you, a limo coming right now. So, you a fresh 17, 18, going on 18. I said, man, a limo coming to get me. They was like, man, shut your ass up. Ain't nobody coming to get you. I'm steady getting dressed.
Right.
Then my DJ show up. Then my other homeboy show up. Casanova show up. Now all my homeboys sitting there looking like, wait a minute, hold on. Y'all go somewhere for real? And I said, we get in the limo, and I never forget. I looked back and said, is you niggas coming or not? They was like, yeah, fuck it, let's go. Then every day they was at every show after that.
Wow.
Then I wound up right after that going on tour with the Fat Boys, Curtis Blow.
That was fun hip hop.
Boogie Boys.
That was fun hip hop. See, nobody got killed at them shows.
No.
Them shows was just straight up fun. That's when hip hop was just getting his feet wet. If it wasn't for the fun rap and the message rap, gangster rap would have never made it.
Yeah.
Okay?
No.
If it wasn't for the fun rap like the Fat Boys and UTFO and all that Real Roxanne stuff, the gangster rap couldn't have made it because we'd have got kicked out a long time ago.
Yeah.
People accepted it because, oh, you got the Fat Boys? Oh, they so cute. They little pudgy motherfuckers. Yeah. They pudgy and they ride. They doing all that cold crazy. And you got Curtis Blow with the up-tempo stuff. You got Sugar Hill Gang with the up-tempo stuff. So when you got all these people doing all this fun stuff, it made it much more palatable. So as Toddy T came in with a little bit of, not really political, but it was a little political. Yeah. Talking about the police and that battle ram. Yeah. That battle ram was a messed up. That was some bad shit.
Yeah.
That was some bad shit.
The battle ram. There was a lot of stuff going on. We was still getting our ass whooped by the police. You
ever got your ass whooped by the police?
I got kicked.
No shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. Some dudes came and tried to jack my friend out of his car. at a mobile gas station one time, and everybody started shooting. You know, and we sitting on the curb, Spade and them took off running. It was at the, because we used to go to the skate depot.
Skate depot. Yeah, Sweet old baby, y'all know about that right there.
Yeah, and we came back, so we sitting. A police come up and make us all sit down. Some other police, Compton police wasn't shit. Motherfucker come up, we sitting on the curb, motherfucker just come right up and kick the shit out of me. Plow, with them steel toe boots. I'm like, hey man, what the fuck? And he like, man, shut the fuck up. And then I said, thank God for that motherfucking George Holiday.
Who that?
A lot of niggas don't know who George Holiday is.
I don't know who George Holiday is.
George Holiday is a motherfucker who picked up the camera when Rodney King was getting his ass.
Okay.
I don't know why motherfuckers don't give him props.
Okay.
He was the first motherfucker that brought light that these motherfuckers fucking us up. Like, man, thank you, George, man. Woo! Now everybody picking their shit up. Yeah. Like, nigga, I got you. But it's a fun thing, man. It's I don't have no regrets. A lot of people always say that, somebody, every now and then somebody like, man, you mad you didn't get rich off of it? I said, no, because then you had to grind. Somebody had to start some shit.
Thank you, Toddy T. Don't leave me hanging. Somebody had to start some shit. Somebody
had to start some shit. It's like how I look at Grandmaster Flash and them on that side. Somebody had to start, and we didn't have the shit y'all got now. Now you motherfuckers don't even need record companies.
Right.
We had to go beg to be in the record company.
You'd have some money to go to the studio.
Yeah, beg to go to the record companies. Do all that shit, and it was crazy.
But you know what? People talk about us. And one guy, man, with Dre. I just did respond to this idiot a minute ago. Well, man, Dre went on to make billions. Man, look how many cats come out of New York, and only a handful of guys got real money. LL Cool J, Jay-Z, and Puffy. Yeah. The third generation made money. Yeah. The first and second didn't make no money.
Yeah. All the niggas making money now. But I mean, if you couldn't see Dre was gonna make money, you crazy. Dre was the only motherfucker, to me, was the most talented out of all of us, to me.
Well, see. That's because you know Dre from a producer.
From a producer. You know him from
personal.
Yeah.
And y'all gonna be what? Gangsters.
Yeah.
Y'all become gangsters. Okay? Yeah. That's like your little nephew or niece.
But it wasn't. I wasn't even looking at that. I'm looking at him as a producer. When Dre was doing everything for me. Gangsta Boogie, Under Fire. We had a Juvenile Committee crew. He was doing them before they signed with Mike Conception. Genius is Back. Genius is Back was him and Pooh did that.
Right.
Gangsta Boogie was him and Pooh. And when you look at it, Spade just say, damn, I got both of these dudes on the same record. Yella. Yella did the same thing. Yella, I need a Rolex. But you can see the talent because you could tell Dre, and this is all I used to do. I need this beat to go, and he get on that SP12 or whatever, and then I need this, and he do it so fast, and Drake was get his money out the door. Right. Let's go. Okay. When y'all car beat me when we going to the studio the latest.
It was my SP1200 though. That's what people don't realize.
Yeah.
It was my SP12, my turntable, my keyboard.
Your studio.
My studio. Okay. So this is the part people. He know this.
Yeah.
Man, what did you do? He wasn't nothing for the beat on if I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
Wasn't nothing to record if I didn't buy the studio. So I hate to sit there and it's really, man. Sometimes I really feel kind of awkward having to constantly blow my horn. But you'd be surprised at the level of ignorance I have to deal with sometimes on this Facebook channel, this YouTube channel. So I have to kind of keep on reminding them, hey man, Dre didn't have no money. Only person that had some money was Lonzo. I've owned drum machine. I've owned every drum machine on the man, and I never programmed a beat.
Yeah. See, you knew y'all went through little different things. See, I didn't. I just got produced. He did beats and stuff for me, so I've always saw him smiling. I always saw him. Cool. We might have an old English every now and then, because that's what we was all drinking back then.
But no weed.
No weed.
No weed over here, at least.
Nah. Eazy didn't do none of that shit.
Nah, nobody.
Eazy might have been the last one, probably, to smoke some weed.
My last one.
He probably been the last one.
Weed was. It was almost at my house. It was non-existent.
Yeah.
I can't recall nobody ever rolling a joint, smoking no weed in my house.
Well, because too, you know, the weed ain't like the weed is now.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
You got to be a triple to understand that.
You know, it's like the weed then was whack.
Yeah.
You know, the weed now is a little different. Yeah. You know, but it was so much. I always tell people it was a lot of talent. You know, they got YouTube. These kids now, what I kind of like be wishing that some of these new artists sometime come back and grab some of these OG rappers and put them on a team so they can school them, especially on staying the fuck out of trouble and how to handle business.
See, but these new niggas nowadays, man, they think getting into trouble is a way to make money.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and that's the part that's really crazy for me. I'm looking at guys that's, you know, nigga, you got $1 million. You made it, and you can't even accept the win.
Yeah, you got a few that's got parents that really tell them shit. Roddy Ricch is probably the most humble kid.
I ain't never met him before. I see him.
He's a humble kid, and he got great people behind him.
Okay, good.
But he got goons behind him too. But them goons are smart as fuck. You know, you got all the homeboys from the hood, you know, that I knew when they was little. You know, so they've already saw, his management, his team already saw all the bullshit with everybody else.
Right.
So that's why he's gonna be around like Kendrick for a minute, because they got the right kind of people around him.
I'm good to hear that.
You know, so I mean, shout out. I mean, I like all the rappers. I listen to the raps. I'm a DJ. Right. So, you know, that's what I do. I'm DJing damn near every week. Like last year was, and thank God people call me, you know, and pay me to do what I love doing. Okay. And
what's your first, DJing your first love?
Yeah.
Mine too.
Yeah. DJ was my first love.
Yeah.
You know, you get.
People don't understand that.
Yeah. Well, pretty much all of us came from the DJ back then. Yeah. You know, now the rap shit is, they don't come from nothing. They just, I can rap.
I got
but
a
microphone.
Yeah.
I was DJing a football game last week, and the little kids walked up to me and said, "Can you play mop?" And I was like, "What the hell is mop?" You know, and I listened to it, and I was like, "Okay, this shit all right. I don't know that, but it's the dance part about it that they doing. They doing a mop, you know, when they on the football field." And I was like, and it's blowing up, and it's crazy. It's like, it's nothing you can really play like at a party, you know, but you can play it for little kids.
Right.
And so now, you know, my ears always tuned to the little kids too, because sometimes, man, the music they play, you be like, okay, I wouldn't have picked it, but my daughter, she's 16, 17. She picks all the hot shit that they listen to.
My son, the same thing. I got the 17-year-old son. When I go spin, he roll with me sometime. And I do all the oldie but goodies, all the modern stuff, the 90s and most of the 2000s. Yeah. When it comes to that other stuff, go on YouTube and grab that thing for me. He knows exactly where to go.
Yeah. Know all the songs. My daughter know all the Kayla for real, all the talent, all these new dudes. I love them, man. Because you know why I think sometimes they get slack, because they don't have to put in the work that all the older dudes did, but they get the same fucking talk we get. They get the same shit we got. Niggas say, nigga, your shit ain't that good.
I know you caught hell for battering back in the day.
Yeah, well, not really, because the street tape was so big. Okay. I remember talking to Greg Mack. Greg Mack was like, which that's my man. Greg, and thank you, Greg Mack, because he was one on that spent it. But he said, well, Haywood and Greg Mack, but he said they used to call the radio, like, "Hey man, can you play Batarang?" Okay. And he said he didn't know what it was. He said somebody brought him the tape, but it was so much cussing. You know, he said, and plus it was over rapping Duke. Okay. So they didn't know. They just knew it was a mixed tape. Okay. So that's why when the record came off, that sucker just went whoosh. Okay. It just took off. Okay. Because everybody kind of already knew the original. Right. You know, so it just took off, and it was fun, man. It was fun times. But yeah, my students always say that, man, you could be rich. I said, if I would have came out now, of course. I said, but what do you do? What do? You just get to work. I get to work. People saying my name. I still get work. I still do shows every now and then. So I give them a hot 15 minutes. It be on.
I got 30, okay? I got about 30, okay? Give me the smoke.
When I drop that motherfucking mic line, so they be like, whoa, this dude came with it.
Yeah, okay, I ain't mad.
You know, but it's cool, man. And
it's more fun now. It's more fun because now you get your kids, your grandkids. And my granddaughter, man, she was blown away when she saw me on stage. Like, Granddad, I didn't know you can get out. Yeah, baby, you got it in your blood.
And you ain't got to worry about bullshit. Ain't nobody trying to hurt you now.
Right. Ain't no bodyguards no more.
You don't need none of that no more. You now rappers
bring your grandma over here, girl. Bring your grandma over here.
Now rappers that was big now can just go out stage by themselves. Don't have to take a whole crew. Just pull up, get out the car, tell your DJ meet you there. You know, and now they done kind of, which is pisses me off too. They kind of just done phased the DJ part out of, the concerts and rap games. You know, I still like to take a DJ if I can, you know, but a lot of times they don't even have it set up for that.
Right.
When you go to
push play.
Push play and go.
Push play.
Pre-make your show tape and go. But yeah, man, it's been a pleasure, man.
Yep.
Stopping by, having some fun.
Yeah, Doc, I'm glad you came through, man. I appreciate it. I really appreciate you, Doc. Today, folks, my guest is one of the triple OGs from Compton, y'all. They don't make them no better, man. OGs, Toddy T, much love to you. Rest in peace, baby. My man, Mixmaster Spade, because he was
Eazy
right there with a
E,
shovel too, folks, making it happen.
He was.
All right, y'all, this is Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast Hip Hop. I'm out of here. Don't forget, y'all, to comment, like, subscribe, and notify if you really want to keep up to date. In the meantime, y'all, peace.
Peace.